Hi.
Hi. How much fun can we have, right? We are the Artsy Bunch. We are a bunch of artists, a bunch of creative people. Where are you in the world?
I am a Midwestern artist and I live in Eastern Iowa.
I love hearing these stories. It is just so inspiring because this reality always makes us all think that you are born into a family artist and at least your parents must have been great jazz musicians. And so you got that artsy thing and you had art all your life. And then to find out these journeys, sometimes such wounded journeys, twisted journeys,
Oh, yeah.
where we went into so many other areas. I show you this one here. The original is sold, but this is a small canvas print. I was in the field of sunflowers, and there was this one honeybee in the sunflower all day long. And it's beautiful to find this out, that you also have such an inspiration coming from nature.
But I've made thousands of bouquets, literally. I don't know
Oh
how many
my God.
sunflowers, but it was every Friday. You would have loved it.
What could we give people as tools, when they feel constricted or they feel uninspired? What would you say for people to, what can they simply choose? Like something very easy to choose that could change things. What are you doing when you get like,
Uh, that happens a lot. Most people have a phone. Take close-up pictures of things that I find interesting. It's kind of like foraging, but with your phone.
Oh, I
Like,
like that.
even
Foraging with
though
your phone. Yeah,
you're
that's
not
it.
you're not taking anything, but you're taking the picture. In order to capture the image the way you to get a really clear shot, you have to calm yourself, control your breathing, and get into a space to where your heartbeat has kind of slowed down a little bit. Sometimes you have to hold your breath a little bit because the phone it will feel the vibration of the pulse in your fingers and it will cause a shake if you're zoomed in far enough with your camera. If I don't have time to go in the studio or do stuff with art supplies, I will go out in my garden and do that. And
Mhm.
by the time I'm done, if I spend maybe 15 minutes or so, it's like I've been meditating for 15 minutes. Feel calmer. I can breathe. And my husband and my family, they can tell when I have arted because I am a much happier mom and a much happier wife.
When I'm doing social media and I'm out there, I'm also tapping into everybody else who's out there. And it's like
Yes.
frantic. Arting beyond boundaries was just coming through. Arting beyond boundaries, and I love the word arting.
It doesn't have to be a painting. It doesn't have
Yeah.
to be a photo. It can be the way you're doing the dishes or the
Yeah.
way you're cleaning something. There's an art to everything, and it's how you do it. It's the process too that can be the most fulfilling.
Life is an art. And what if your life is your canvas? Like if it was a canvas, what would you put in there? What would you add, right? Do you have one of your beautiful mugs that you can show us, or a print or something else? I want to see some of your art. There's the blue one, the big one there also. Wow, I love the colors. Look at this.
Oh. And this is one that I did from memory. And I did it outside in the heat of the summer.
Look at this. Ooh.
This is an oil painting on canvas, and it's based on memories of different beaches I've been to. I haven't made this one into a print yet, but it is for sale.
Wow. Art has always changed something for me. And if there is a painting that spoke to me in a gallery or somewhere, I could spend quite some time with it and just look at it. And so this is also what I tell everyone: pick a piece of art, pick a painting that gives you something, that creates joy or it creates relaxation for
Yeah.
you. And having that in your space can change everything.
I mean, we're special.
Yes,
I mean, I'm special. No.
we all are. Find this gift. It is the gifting season. And what if you gift something to
Even
you?
stickers.
Yeah, for your future, and something that inspires you, and put it on the wall. See what it creates for you. I totally believe in art. Art has saved my life. Art has contributed to me in so many ways, and I know it is possible. We actually make it possible by offering all these tote bags and pillows and whatnot, right? It's all online. It's all available for you to choose. Thank you so much for joining me. Carmen Develis is an amazing artist. We met some time ago through Instagram.
Right?
Yeah, so actually Instagram works. It brings people together. It's not just algorithms and bots. There are real people. And so we are real people. We are real artists and creators.
I do art to please because I love it, but when other people love it too, it's just such a wonderful boost.
I love the way you photograph flowers.
And I was a musician all through, like in my youth, and even that paid my way through college was music. I was a nurse and then a nurse practitioner for 40 years. If you would have asked me, Carmen, are you creative? I would have just giggled and gone, no, of course. And looking back now, there's something wonderful about aging that we have this different perspective, right? I think the opportunities of being with people at their most, like their worst days, and also the most joyful days. I think I've attended as many births as I have been present at deaths. Each are miracles, and I really think it influenced the way that I see life. And the way that I view flowers, to me, are a metaphor for life. It's a spiritual experience for me to be with the flowers and with my camera, and I can just be in that space.
And I paint flowers also, among other things. I was just thinking the other day, what is a flower? Why does it trigger me in such a way? And what I found is that a flower is, like, for me, it is like a luxury. It is like, look at, when you go in any castle, what is there always? Big bouquets of flowers. When you go to a fancy reception, what is there always? What is always next to the keynote speaker?
Flowers remind us just how fragile life is. I mean, they don't last long, right? They're and you can have a bud and you can have an older flower side by side, but you know what? They're both queens. They're both beauties, and one's not better than the other.
When somebody buys an artwork in general, they are not just buying this thing, this piece, but they are buying an entire part of an artist's journey. Because what led to that moment of painting or photographing or a sculpture is everything that you just mentioned, the whole journey. I have this finance background, all these loops that we jump through, Carmen. Like, it is not like things are just like, oh, the clouds are opening and it's all given to us. No, we have to make choices. We have to make tough choices. We have to make a million choices every day. Did you always know somewhere in your world that you would like to be creative in the artistic sense? Or
no, I loved what I was doing, but I never felt like it was it for me, like it was going to be all I did. And I had a list in my drawer of my dream life. I would take a look particularly on a bad day. It were things like florist, artist. It were like all creative things that I had no idea how to do. But my heart was telling me, don't forget. And until one day it literally was like an epiphany. You need to if the epiphany was about writing a book, which I went ahead and did, I'm going to take this leap of faith.
You just know with every particle of your being that there is something else for you, and you have no clue what it is exactly. When I let go of everything, I had no idea, because there was no one in my family who had a journey like this that I could have leaned on a little bit. That trusting your heart that you just mentioned, Carmen, that I have no idea how. I just know I have to do this. What happened then when you trusted it?
And to me, the consequences of not following a dream and not knowing what it was going to look like, the consequences of staying put were so much more painful.
Oh, wow, look at this.
So you can kind of hopefully see the wood grain there.
Yeah. So you paint then over the print on? Wow.
I do.
So
yes.
I have here a print on paper of one of my paintings. If it is a red rose, and I saw these roses already, they get to be burgundy, but when then you look in, it's like a velvety shimmer of pink and orange. And
nature is very healing. So go walk in nature. Walking, leave an agenda behind, and just be.
Where I go, I never, as you also talked about point of view, I don't have a point of view that says I have to make more of these. You have to commit to yourself and walk the walk. And sometimes you will walk through fire, and sometimes you will be carried by invisible wings.
We each have our season. We have many seasons.
Like the tulips in the ground, the bulbs, they don't get upset because, I cannot get out yet. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. Well, if they would get out too early, they would freeze. We all are at the right place right now where we need to be. Go to Carmen's website at carmensfineart.com, right?
Right.
And look at her work. Be inspired. Find something that would bring you joy. We all need these seeds, right?
I'm just like the tulip. I don't need to hurry up and bloom. Like, hey, this is my time. I'm going to embrace it. Curiosity and creativity are hand in hand.
Doesn't curiosity kill the cat?